We need to talk.
About what?
We need to have a very serious conversation. I'm
Okay.
upset.
I'm listening.
I'm irritated. I'm flabbergasted. And I'm befuddled.
Those are a lot of synonyms there. So what
Mhm.
are you upset about?
So, do you know the Flobots?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, they were very popular when I was in like middle school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
like same. They have that really big song, Handlebars.
Yeah, I can
Everybody-
ride my bike with no handlebars.
Hey, it's a good song. If you
Yeah.
listen to the message, it's a great song. I can end the planet in the Holocaust. Like, who doesn't want to do that? And, you know, I personally love the Flobots. I don't view them as, like, some sort of gimmick band. I think that they're legit and true, and I think they put out some dope shit. And lately, their name has been desecrated by somebody.
Yeah, someone's kind of been dragging them through the mud,
Mhm.
and no surprise who it is.
Yeah, we've talked about his brother on the show before after he dropped the chart-topping piece of audio terrorism called "It's Everyday, Bro." Logan Paul is back at the game, the music game, I should say, with his new song "No Handlebars." And in this song, he talks about having sex with either a girl, a bike, or both. It's-
Or using a bike to have sex with a girl.
Or using a girl to have sex with a bike.
Either one.
The metaphor is lost on me because at one point he's talking about a bike as a metaphor for sex, but then he's talking about a literal bike. Look at the lyrics if you're interested. I don't recommend it because I do need to drink heavily.
You will have an aneurysm, and your family will find you dead in your bathtub if you read this.
I'm pretty sure I have a virus on my computer just from typing in his name. And the thing that's most irritating. So the song, he rips off the original song "No Handlebars" by the chorus of the song is "I can ride your girl with no handlebars," whereas the Flobot's original song was "I can ride my bike." So it's the same melody. He changes two words. And the thing that's irritating is that everybody on the internet is saying, can you believe that Logan Paul ripped off the secret underground hidden ancient song? And I'm like, dog, like I listen to that song like daily. Like I listen to that song like
daily, huh?
not like daily, but like I listened to that song like just the other week. Like it's one of my favorite albums, and it's like a weird age moment for me to realize that I love a band that is no longer relevant at all, at least to like the new generation.
Yeah.
It's like weird because
it's a scary feeling.
Yeah,
growing up.
And like there are people who are like, here's proof that wow, that picked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, my
yeah,
neck.
your neck crack
Wow.
picked up on the mic. Yeah, so and people are like, Logan Paul's new song, he actually stole the chorus. You won't believe it. It's like, I can believe it. The proof is right fucking there.
Yeah.
Like people like comparing the two. Like, can you believe it? It's like, no, he straight up lifted the song. So thankfully, Flobots are aware.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a diss track. Sounds pretty good from the snippet that we heard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
definitely clapping back.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this feud develops. It bothers me that we live in an age where shit like this is not only like tolerated but celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's accepted.
Well, yeah, but it's celebrated. Like people are like saying this is a dope song, and the entire time he's just talking about banging a girl this way, how good her ass is, she's got that Tesla butt. Like he used the whole song as like a misogynistic fucking thing, just to be like, oh, I fuck a girl. It's like, congrats, dude. Like you're doing what people have done for thousands, if not millions of years. You got to write a whole fucking song about it.
Yeah, I guess.
I just don't get into that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like that Wiz Khalifa, DJ Khaled shit, where it's just like, or who is it? 21 Savage. He did that song with Post Malone, and there's a verse that he does where he's just like, I got a bad bitch and she ain't got on no bra.
Ooh.
And it's like, ooh, don't tell her mom. And I don't know, this whole new wave of like rap music. I hate to even consider No Handlebars like music. But this whole new wave of shit that's coming out that's like, hey, check it out. I have money, power, and women, which isn't like totally new, but it's being rapped about in a new more bass way, I don't really like it.
Yeah, it's really shitty. I don't
Yeah.
like, dude, the whole it all started for me with like the whole trap scene.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
you
it just
don't get down with like Migos and shit?
no, dude, it just like once that hit the scene, everything else just kind of went not even downhill, it just like fell off.
Yeah.
You know, just like right off a cliff.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
plummeted down.
yeah, that whole, and then have you ever dug into SoundCloud rappers?
They're awful.
Yeah, I love it though. Like some of these kids, man, they're rapping about some shit that I don't even understand.
Hey, y'all know this song? It's like, no, never heard of you.
You just go on YouTube and you type hip hop trap beat 2017 jazz free, and then you get a beat and you rap over it. And like they use like really 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 bad mics, so it's not even, you can't even understand them because they're just like, it sounds like they're rapping from across the room. They're like, yo, so I was in the car with my shotty, and you're just like, dog, what are you doing? Can you stop, please? Go to school.
Or they got like a tin can wrapped around their mouth trying to.
Everybody knows my name. I've been in the game for too long. It's like, dog, you're 14. You haven't been in any game.
14, you're rapping in your mom's bathroom. Get out.
The only game you know how to play is Go Fish. So that's my little kind of tirade. Yeah, I'm Max.
And I'm Little Bear.
And yeah, you've walked into a good old-fashioned Dish God session. We're back at it. First episode in the month of December. Thanksgiving has come and gone. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, hung out with family. Went over to my girlfriend's family's place. So I had 2 dinners in one day.
Damn,
It's kind of hefty.
I can imagine.
Well, you know, it was only like I ate real light the first one to save room for the second one.
Yeah, smart.
And just had a bunch of leftovers. I think I just finished like the last of my like leftover turkey.
Yeah.
Just been making like sandwiches all week.
Yeah. What was a highlight, like a food highlight for you?
Food highlight would have to be the dude, I'm always a sucker for like mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's hard to fuck those up,
No.
but it's hard to do them extraordinarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have them and just be like, oh yeah, they're mashed potatoes and gravy, dope. But like when they're good, nothing beats it.
Nothing compares. Absolutely nothing compares.
Yeah, I went to my girlfriend's folks' Thanksgiving over in Yakima.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been over there, so that was interesting. Not as much of a bumpkin part of the state as I thought it would be.
Oh no!
Everybody made it sound like it was gonna be like uber country, and like she was like, you know, I'm from Phoenix, so she was like, oh, it's like the desert, and I'm just like, this isn't fucking desert.
No, it's
Yeah.
like it's like Highland Desert.
It's like Highland Desert, but I'm like, you can't call it a desert if you have apple orchards.
Yeah.
Like go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her mom, she's like a professional pastry chef, and she made this fucking dank cheesecake,
Sounds good.
and which I've never
Is it
had.
like New York style.
No, it was actually like pretty plain. Like it was just the cheesecake, no like pomp and circumstance to it.
Did it have a crust?
Yeah, it had a nice
Okay.
crust, and yeah, it was easily like the best part of the meal for me. Just like I wasn't expecting it to be
Mhm.
that good because I'm a sucker for like pecan and pumpkin pie, and I was like, oh, cheesecake, that kind of sounds good, and fuck, man, that shit blew my mind. So
dude.
props to her for that. But yeah, let's get into the now and here. I have something that's really really scaring me, and that is robots.
Robots.
Yeah, the ribbits. They're coming. I just saw a video a friend of mine posted on Facebook of a robot that was standing on these posts, and it was jumping from post to post. I'm talking, you know, a good 5-6 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then.
Like an acrobat.
Yeah, and then that's like the worst part of it is that it executed a perfect backflip.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
I mean, okay, yeah, it's like cool and neat and everything, and then it's like, ooh, yeah, we're getting one step closer to like automated EMT services and things like that. But I just don't trust it, man. I saw Chappie. I know how the story ends. Okay, I watched iRobot. I saw the newest Transformers. I know how this tale wraps up. It's with you and me in a fucking body bag because our microphones have stabbed us in the head.
I don't think it's gonna go that way.
You
Well,
think,
not yet. Anyway.
So you're like pro sentient robots.
Yeah, for sure.
Really? So
Yeah,
you think we
absolutely.
should introduce? So in this world of starvation and hunger and poverty, we should introduce a whole new species of
Mm-hmm.
sentient being
Yeah,
into our world.
because it's a sentient being that doesn't require food or water.
Requires upkeep,
Okay.
maintenance.
You teach it to maintain itself.
Ooh, I don't
It's
like
a
that.
self-maintaining.
Ooh.
It's a completely
Self-maintaining killbot.
Yeah, it's completely autonomous. It maintains itself. It doesn't
Okay.
need food, water, shelter, or anything like that.
Okay, so it can just murder you and then also tighten up its thigh bolts.
If it wanted to.
Yeah, and you want to bring that into the world, same
Yeah.
world that we're gonna have kids in.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know, man. It just smells like fucking 1984 iRobot. Like it just like with the amount of hacking that goes on in the world, I just don't trust it.
I don't know. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't think where we're at right now with the tech that we have, it's what you're thinking
Yeah.
in your perfect nightmare. That's like at least a century away, if not more.
I feel like we're making pretty quick advancements in AI. Like about that robot that just got citizenship in Syria.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to have a fucking baby.
Yeah. It came out. It said, I would like to have a child.
And you're telling me about one of its quotes where it was like defending itself.
Oh, it was saying they asked they asked her, I should say.
It. They don't get pronouns, man. It.
They asked it basically if it was upset with humans or if it would harm anybody, and basically replied, just treat me how you would treat anybody else, and like, I won't get mad at you if you're not mad at me.
Yeah, how fucking convenient. Yeah, of course it would say that. It's a
But
fucking killbot.
but why
dude.
not? I mean, that's what we're looking for. You're looking for something to be the most human as possible.
Why not?
So-
We should have a clear separation. Everybody's all up in
Because
arms about the
because
reptilians.
doing that, like if you teach it these things and teach it to learn like that, then it becomes, not only does it become more human, but it's able to understand and like process your emotions.
Mhm.
So if it sees you and it does like a facial recognition thing, it would be able to more easily understand, oh, you're upset, even though you didn't tell it. You're upset.
And how's the robot gonna fix me being upset? What is it gonna?
I don't know. It could bake you a cake. You could ask it to bake you a cake.
I can bake myself a cake.
Well,
I don't want to.
Why not?
So
why
you
not
wanna-
just be depressed, wrap up in a blanket, and then have a freaking robot bake you a cake?
So you want to build these robots to be slaves? You want a new generation of slavery, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be pretty dank. I don't know. I feel
It'd
like
be cruelty-free slavery.
Cruelty-free slavery. Oh my god. I just feel like, if we're gonna do these humanoid, androidian robots, peel the skin off, peel the hair away, give me a fucking robot skeleton before you give me a fucking like thing that's dressed up to be like, I am Lisa Bot 365, like fucking.
Well, you could do that on your own. Just buy one and just fucking rip all its skin off.
But
its
then
fake skin off.
Maybe it's not meant to be ripped off, and then it'll be susceptible to damage.
Well, whose fault is that?
Theirs. They're trying to make robot infiltrators, man. It's like robots that can conduct interviews and do all kinds of shit. They have recorders built into them, and they're gonna spy on us, dude. They're gonna start. Anybody who buys a robot butler is a fucking, janitor for the Illuminati. Okay, it's fucking ridiculous.
Get out of town.
No, man, like they're just trying to fucking put in more spy devices. They're spying through our webcams. They're listening on our phones. We know that for a fact.
Yep.
They're just going to introduce these robots because you know what they can't do? They can't put cameras on every fucking street corner. So they're going to put robot citizens out there that are monitoring us all the fucking time, watching you and watching me and reporting back to their fucking FCC fucking Comcast Illuminati mommy blogger fucking bosses. Okay, and we're going to be fucking left fucking having to mind shit in prison because of something that we said or did or that we were planning on doing that wasn't necessarily illegal, but they made it illegal because they heard about it. That's what's fucking going to happen.
Wow. Dude, you took that like 40 steps way too far in the opposite direction.
I 100% stand by everything that just came out of my mouth, although I don't remember a single thing that I said.
All right, I'll hold you to that.
All right. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just with all this, like, sentient AI shit, I get kind of freaked out because, what was it, GM and Audi, I want to say, or something, they just introduced, they're like, in 2019, we're going to have a self-driving taxi.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They're going to try and roll something out to compete with Uber and Lyft.
Absolutely not. I would rather get in the car with some creepo than get in some robot kill driver death race car.
Your options are either crazy Somalian driver.
Why is it got to be Somalian?
Well, most of the taxi drivers around here in this area are from Somalia.
Really?
I don't know if you've ever taken a cab anytime.
Only in New York. Never here.
Okay. Well, around here in the Tacoma area, a large majority of the taxi drivers are Somalian.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
I'll
take your word for it.
So they either drive like they're on the fucking back streets of Mogadishu doing like the Indy 500 through, a 20-mile-an-hour zone, which is nice because you get to wherever you're going really fast.
But barely alive.
Yeah. Or they just never show up. You call them and they just don't show up. So I think having the automated car would be kind of like the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
One, it would always show up if you called it.
Yeah, maybe.
And two, it would drive relatively safer than any human would.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that would kind of get me is, would you have the option to stop the vehicle?
No, why would you?
Like that's the only thing about automated vehicles is I would like some kind of a manual override at any point.
Why? What would be your reason for stopping the car?
What if something failed or,
Shouldn't it stop itself?
It should, but something always goes wrong. They have autopilot on an airplane, but that doesn't mean the pilot can't take over and fly the big ass 747 on his own.
So in your scenario, the car pulls up.
Mm-hmm.
You get in the driver's seat.
Or what would be the driver's seat, yes.
Yeah, but you get in the seat. There's a wheel and pedals. And then you just sit back and chill. And then all of a sudden you're beep, 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 and then you got to take over.
If you wanted to,
but you
wouldn't
wouldn't
have to.
You wouldn't have to do that if you drove with a person.
No. See, no, you're thinking like it's just a regular car that just drives itself. I'm thinking like it would be almost dashless. It wouldn't have any of that stuff, but it's all hidden like in the dash.
Oh.
So like if you wanted to, you like hit a button and it'd flip over. The dash would flip over and like it would access the wheel, or it'd be like a yoke or something,
Speed racer style.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let me paint you this scenario.
Let's hear it.
You are in this car. You drive in 30 minutes to get to your destination. You're in a taxi. And let's just say, allegedly, there's some kind of crazed hacker out there.
You and your hackers.
He's just jumping around car to car, steering them into light poles, running over little kids, crashing them into fucking buildings and other cars. That's a thing that could happen.
Dude, it could, but I don't think you're that high profile yet. You don't have that.
Do you know?
I think your ego is a lot bigger.
Sir Mix-a-Lot likes my shit. Okay, I'm an E-list celebrity at least.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
So we are E-list celebrities, you and I. So we are officially high profile. However, unfortunately, sadly, lots of people who aren't high profile die every day in shootings, in random targetings, things like that.
Yeah.
So it could just be some mass hacker attack. Attack. I'll figure it out. I'll get the hashtag worked out later.
Okay.
But, who's just like car, turn them all to the left, everybody's dead. That's a reality that could happen. That wouldn't happen if you had regular car.
But it wouldn't happen that way though, because these cars wouldn't be linked together.
Well, yeah, but like, what if you could
you're thinking that they're all linked to like some core system.
Well, yeah, but it's like if you like hack into one car and you hack into another, and then they're both like being controlled by the same thing. You're just trying to kill people. You just take the car go make them turn hard left, and then no matter what they're doing, they'll probably fuck something up.
Well, probably.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're driving and not parked.
But I mean,
That'd be pretty
you would have to
ironic.
assume like the person's doing at least 35, 40,
Yeah,
enough to like cause bodily harm
yeah, but
or whatever.
or you could they could be on the freeway, and you turn them into oncoming traffic or into even the same lane, cause a pileup.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just I don't know. This is the kind of shit that my mind goes to when I hear AI and self-driving cars. Is just like more. There was that what show is it? I'm not gonna be. You might remember this, but there was a show I watched where a dude, like a vet, he had like a robot bionic arm that he got from some company. It might have been a Marvel show, and somebody ended up controlling the arm, and somebody was like tapping into all of these prosthetic limbs and like making people kill other people.
Was it just like, where was the limb attached? Was it just like the elbow down?
Yeah, it was like elbow or bite or shoulder down. And then so a hacker hacked into the arms and made the people with those arms, they would control the arm, and the arm's like bionic. It's got super strength. So it's like making them like strangle somebody near them.
Oh, I see.
Or it makes the arm turn the wheel of the car while they're driving. I think it might have been Dexter.
No,
It doesn't sound like Dexter.
that is definitely not Dexter.
Fuck, that's gonna bother me. That's like, yeah, it's like, wow. I'm trying to think of all the shows that I watched. Breaking Bad?
Nope.
It was Breaking Bad. Definitely Breaking Bad. They took a quick Better Call Saul.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Now you got it.
No, Freaks and Geeks.
No, definitely not that one. I think it was I got it. It was Wet Hot American Summer.
I don't watch that shit.
That's what it was.
Hold on, keep the show going. I'm gonna see if I can Google it really quick.
Well, speaking of, I guess, automated robots, Russia has ignored the UN's request to not build autonomous killing machines, or what they call laws, and
Limitless, the show.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah, that was a good show. Did you ever watch that?
I made it like 4 episodes in and I stopped.
Okay, well, so yeah, that's the show though. We figured it out.
All right.
Anyway, back to the Russians.
Yeah, they decided to move forward with their plans to build drones that are automated and they can put out in the battlefield.
Well, because they said the UN had something about not building killer robots, and the Russia straight up, like, quote, was like, we're going to build killer robots.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, again, I don't see a problem with
Really?
it. Yeah.
Okay, imagine
not
this.
at all.
Imagine this. You're in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, hey, could you not punch me in the face? And then your partner goes, I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay, and
That's what Russia's doing.
they're an independent country.
They're not respecting the rules.
The U.S. doesn't respect any of the UN's rules, and they're the fucking leaders of it.
Well,
But-
everybody else is supposed to be more. I'm not saying we're the example. I'm saying that they're supposed to be better than us in following the rules.
No. When it comes to that, no.
Well,
It's whatever.
It sounds like Russia's preparing for something that we don't know about.
Everyone's always... Dude, the U.S. has been preparing for something that no one knows about forever.
The Robotpocalypse.
Because our spending budget for the military is out of control.
Well, yeah, but that's just because they're like...
The entire world knows that.
They need, like, new pants and stuff.
Boots.
Boots and
Yeah.
boots and
Boots are
hats.
expensive.
Boots and hats and, like,
Boots and hats and
oh
boots
my
and
God.
hats.
And, like, a knife, water. They got to get Bob Saget for those USO tours.
Yeah.
I think what if the U.S. military's budget is just in spending money on celebrities doing USO tours?
Like 80% of the budget just goes to hiring celebrities.
Everybody thinks like, oh man, we're buying war machines, and then it was because they had to spend $200,000 to get Louis C.K. to come to Afghanistan. Even though he wouldn't do that shit now because he's a fucking cuck. All right, let's go take a break and get into something good. Helping charity.
All right.
Let's do it.
Do it.
This December, Helpsember is back and better than ever. Max is going to donate to the Beagle Freedom Project, a project where they save beagles from laboratories where they have been tested on to help them find a new home. Will they find a new home? Help them. Little Bear donates his hair to the Locks of Love Project. They help children and people get their hair back. I will be donating my hair in February, as it is not long enough to donate just yet. But Helpsember, maybe you can join in and help someone else in need. Find it, #Helpsember. And you can find the Beagle Freedom Project at bfp.org. And find Locks of Love at locksoflove.org. #Helpsember. Do it.
Wow, holy fucking shit. I gotta go donate. That
Yeah.
dude sounds scary.
Well, I think that was me.
You think it was you?
Well, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I smoked too much.
Smoke too much, drink too much, live too much.
Yeah, I'm just living.
When people are like, you have a drinking problem, I say, no, I have a living problem.
Yeah,
You have a not living problem.
dude, you hit the nail on the
Metaphorical end of the nail.
yeah, that.
Yeah, that the piece of the nail that you hit with the hammer,
Mm-hmm.
it's called the end.
Okay.
End of the nail.
Well, what do we got? What's on the docket now?
Let's lighten things up a little bit. We got a little apocalypse-y
You
in
did.
the first half. We did. We're a collective whole.
God damn.
We're a unit. We're a team. We're a partnership, a marriage of the minds. Let's get a little light. Let's talk about something exciting. Avengers.
Yes, Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Or Civil War? No, Infinity
War. Captain America had the
Civil War. Yes.
He's racist. But yeah, Infinity War's coming up. You know, I was feeling kind of marveled out, like just superheroed out in general. But this kind of got me excited again. I'm
Did you watch the trailer?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it when it dropped the morning.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm not a big Marvel guy, but I've been keeping up with the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things where you're like, all right, I guess I gotta see what's next.
Like I still haven't seen Thor.
Me either.
Like that's kind of like the point that I'm at, and it's just it's the kind of thing where like I feel like maybe I'll try to find it online before I go to Infinity War, because it's Thor and then Infinity War is the next one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Black Panther comes out after, I feel.
I think it does. I think Black Panther comes out January.
So it comes out before Infinity War?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm honestly not sure.
We should really do our research.
Yeah,
when
we
talk about
really
this stuff.
should.
But yeah, it looks cool. Spider-Man is in the Iron Spider suit. I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm. And he still gets his ass kicked.
We didn't see him get his ass kicked. We just saw him running around being cool.
No, he got stopped by one of the alien demons.
They're called like Parian things. I don't know. I saw some.
They're basically a knockoff of DC's parademons.
Yeah, it's there's a problem that I noticed after the second Avengers. I read a really interesting article when the second Avengers came out, because I was still on that superhero tip, and it's that all of these like Avengers movies, the enemy is one dude with an army of millions of gray soldiers.
Yeah, they're just like faceless gray.
Because the first Avengers, they had the aliens. I forget their name.
Mm-hmm.
But they remember how they fought against all of those aliens?
Yes.
What color were they?
Like
fucking gray.
Gray, green.
Yeah, gray. And then Age of Ultron, what do they fight against? Millions of Ultrons.
Mm-hmm. Gray.
And now in
Ultrons.
this one, they're fighting against gray aliens again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like, I wish that it was just like Thanos was the only threat. And I feel like that makes him less badass, that he needs a whole fucking army to like pose a threat. Whereas it's like, they've been like, look at Thanos, he's this big deal. And then he comes up and he's like, yeah, I'll kick your ass. Go, guys. Go get him. Yeah, kick their ass. I got it. And it's just like, Get your fucking purple bald head out of here, you motherfucker.
Bruce Willis looking motherfucker.
Got fucking scrotum face, dude. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
dude. He totally does look like someone just like stretched their ball sack over his chin and then let it like kind of come back too.
Yeah, but the thing about that is once you pull that skin out, it's never the same again.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got those deep wrinkles,
Deep
man. Those
wrinkles.
run deep. And it's just the fact that I know there's that one scene that I love is when it's like Iron Man, I want to say, and Thanos just straight up just like punches him in the face. And just it's not even like this epic. He goes flying thousands of feet. He just falls to the ground right in front of him.
Yeah.
And
punched him into the ground.
not even into the ground. He punches him and he just falls back. He just like he doesn't like there's no crater, there's no dust. He just like flails and falls. And I love like the unceremonious nature of the whole thing because it just makes it feel like, oh, that's just all it's gonna be. Like it's not gonna be people flying through the air and Thanos like using magical powers. Thanos is legit just gonna kick everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Like with his own fists. So I'm looking forward to that and everybody dying.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
I wish DC would hurry the hell up and come out with Darkseid.
Did you see Justice League?
I have not seen Justice League.
Justice League.
Justice League yet. I am seeing it tomorrow though.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You'll have to give us a review because I'm not going to see it.
Most definitely, I will give a review, and you totally should see it.
If you haven't even
Because
seen it yet.
then you can see how Marvel rips DC off all the time.
Marvel's been doing this longer than DC has.
Wrong.
Are you kidding me? Iron Man came out in 2008.
DC has been around way longer than Marvel.
Maybe in technically. But just because you're around before doesn't mean that you're more original.
Just because you made the character first doesn't mean you're original.
What character did they rip off?
Thanos is Darkseid.
Yeah, but he's purple. Darkseid is like
Black and white.
and he's got the axe head, right? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Axe head.
Or I'm thinking
No.
of Wolfenstein.
Those are two separate universes.
No.
Not even in the same genre.
No, what's the villain of Justice League?
Which one?
The guy with
They
the
have
axe head.
multiple ones.
Axe head guy.
Axe head. There is no axe head.
He's got like the helmet. He's like the demon guy.
Demon guy.
Yeah.
There's
Okay, do you remember that deleted scene after the credits of Batman v Superman?
Which one?
The one where Lex Luthor is like in the bath and he's like talking to the guy.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
But
Who the guy's name was like Steppenwolf.
oh, Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I knew there was wolf in it. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Wolfenstein. little wolfy boy. Yeah, like, how he's like I don't know. I mean, yeah, but every good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Guess.
You know who said that?
You?
Me. I stole it. That's right.
2017, quote unquote, Max.
You can allegedly quote me on that. I'm allegedly stealing it. Yeah, so that's exciting. The Avengers, it's gonna be cool. People are like legit weeping about it though.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
They're like, it's the end of an era. I can't believe it. It's like, dog, Tony, like Robert Downey. I almost called him Tony. He's like, he is Tony. He's like Robert Downey Jr.
And that's why he doesn't want to
he's
do
not
it
doing
anymore.
He is so fucking sick of standing in front of green screens. He is so tired of it. Let him rest. Give this man a fucking break, okay? They've earned it. And
Yeah,
honestly,
give him a chance to do something else.
Yeah.
It's like, talk about getting typecasted.
So, Mr. Downey Jr., thank you so much for coming into our audition for Godzilla 3. This is so great to have you here. So you play a rich billionaire playboy who flies a robot suit. His name is Rodney Park.
Okay. What else can I do?
That's it. That's the only role we have for you.
He's like, you know what? I'll just be an extra. Is that all right? I'll just make like a 2-second cameo.
Can I just produce
as an
this
extra.
film? Can I just legit produce this? I do not want to be in this movie anymore. Yeah, so hopefully, okay, so we know Robert Downey Jr. is out. Chris Hemsworth definitely will be out.
Thor.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo also. Oh, he's gonna die. That's gonna be kind of lame.
Yeah, Ruffles isn't the Hulk anymore.
Yeah, and so I wonder what they're gonna do.
Although I felt like he did, out of everyone that has played him, the Hulk so far, he has done the best job.
Didn't really?
I feel like
yeah.
Ruffles is carrying it, dude.
There's no the Hulk when he appears. Bruce Banner's not even a fucking factor in this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Mark Ruffalo has had over 4 movies, and I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, so I'm not counting Ragnarok.
Okay.
But of all the other movies, because he left in Ultron, he was in Avengers, and that's it, right? In 2 movies.
Yeah.
He's played Bruce Banner. I'll put quotes around that. He's had maybe combined 45 minutes of screen time.
Still better than
Edward Norton. His Hulk, his Bruce Banner was dope. I think you need to go back and rewatch the movie. The Hulk in that movie sucked, okay? The Hulk in that movie was bullshit. But him as Bruce Banner, he did it justice.
Okay.
You should go back and watch it. He had a lot of depth. He actually, he wasn't like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. He was actually, struggling with it. He had that heart monitor thing. He fucking brought, a nervousness to being the Hulk, which is how I would be. And I don't want to hear some fucking bullshit about, oh, he's been the Hulk for so long that he has it under control because he's always angry, so he can just turn to the Hulk. Bruce Banner to me is the most interesting when he struggles with it.
Well, it eventually gets to the point where he just stops struggling and he's just always the Hulk.
Yeah, I feel like that's what
changes.
I feel like that's what Ragnarok is, which is cool. But I would have liked to see that development, when they introduced him in Avengers. I would have loved it if Bruce Banner was no, they kind of did that a little bit when Black Widow was trying to catch him and was like, "Hey, come join us," and he's like, "No, stay away from me, I'm a monster. I'm gonna hit you." But I wish that he had been that way through the whole fucking movie, where he's just oh my god, I shouldn't be on this jet, I can't be here, I can't be there. They sort of played into it, but not to the degree I would have liked. And then by the second movie, he's just I'm Bruce Banner, and he's like, "No, I'm the Hulk now. I'm gonna hit you." Who's that sound like? That sounds like somebody. That's how I imagine Tommy Wiseau sounds.
I have no idea who that is.
Tommy Wiseau from Something Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs. Tommy Wiseau. He spends the whole movie just "Hey, come here. I'm gonna hit you.
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot you."
I haven't seen that movie in a decade, dude.
That's how everybody in that movie sounded to me. So Avengers will be cool, and I'm excited. I'm more excited though for The Last Jedi. That's only a few weeks away.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as excited for that movie as everyone else.
I am so excited about it. I actually got rickrolled the other day over it.
How?
I'm not proud to admit I got rickrolled legit for the first time in my life. So I'll tell you the story. So I'm on Twitter, just perusing, doing my normal fucking thing, hitting up some cuties, doing my thing. And somebody else I follow was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." They retweeted an article from Variety, a respected just publication.
Right.
And they're saying the article was titled that Jar Jar Binks was going to make a return in The Last Jedi. So Natch, I was fucking throbbing to read this news. I was so excited. I was so happy.
Yeah, because Jar Jar's your favorite character. Everyone knows that.
Darth Banks is my favorite character, and it's a true theory, people. Just read between the lines, okay? Take off your fucking Ray-Bans and read the script.
Whoa, hell.
Yeah, you see, even your stomach agrees with me. And so I click the link, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm ready to bite into this fucking news. I'm just like, give it to me. Give me that Jar Jar. What do I hear? And I threw my phone across the room, put my head in my hands, and silently wept for a good hour.
You deserve it.
And so I just got to say, fuck you, Variety. It just wasn't funny. It wasn't funny.
Well, I don't know.
Not cool.
Rick rolling is funny. If you can get it done right, and it sounds like they did it right to you,
you know what?
That shit's hilarious.
I once did a Rickroll in a funeral invitation. That one was good.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Like it's like, oh,
Is it like, oh, someone's died?
yeah.
And like come to the funeral, and it's like one of those greeting cards where you talk into it. So then it's like, sorry for your loss, and then they open it. It's like, never gonna give you up.
No, I sounded like an Evite, and it's one of those cards that like floats around and it opens up. And it's like, oh, on our harrowed day of loss, come here, and it like auto does like a whole video thing, and it's like date, time, and then location. That's like when I die, I want a Rickroll to be part of my celebration in some way, because I feel like Rickrolling will die with me.
I don't think it will.
Really?
But I think for my funeral, for anyone that's seen the Boondocks, is a fan of the show The Boondocks.
Yes, I love the Boondocks.
There's an episode where Granddad has to go see one of his friends because he died, and he has to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
And he left him something in his will. And so he's talking to the lawyer, and the lawyer plays a pre-recorded tape. And he's like telling him, he's like, Robert, you're my best friend. You're very near and dear to me, so I want to give you something that's always been close to me, whatever. And the lawyer hands him a briefcase. He's like, go ahead and open it, Robert. He opens it up, and he's like, these nuts. And it's just a jar of peanuts. And he's like, from beyond the grave, you can't ever get me back. And it's like, dude, I totally want to do something like that when I die. So look out, everyone's getting something.
God, if you do that to me, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. You should have that in your will now, because you never know.
Oh yeah,
Time.
it's already set.
Yeah.
Everything's all set up.
I would.
Everyone has something unique. I'm not gonna tell you. I can't ruin it.
Yeah. I hope that like you're you should just do it. It should be like a chain. So it's like the first person who gets it is like your mom. Then it's like your mom has to be like, okay, like he left you this. It's like a card, and it's just like nuts fall out. Then she has to do it to your dad. Then your dad, and in this version, you die tragically, like tomorrow. And then so your dad has to do it to your fucking girlfriend, and then your girlfriend's just like, she has to do it to everybody else, and it's just a fucking going chain of people getting these nuts from you.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
See, and what a way to lighten their spirits too, of being like, oh man, he's not, he's dead, but that fucker.
I wonder what I'd do with the jar of nuts I got from you if you died.
You better put them on the shelf.
Can I eat them?
Or you can eat them. You can eat these nuts.
Yeah, like should I? Yeah, it's like what's the more respectful thing to do? To just have it as like a trophy, or to eat them and sustain myself through your humor and comedy?
I could shellac them. And then I think it would be even funnier if you like go to reach in and like try to grab them, and they're just hard.
It's just one fucking chunk. You got to cut the jar out and eat it like a corn cob.
Yeah, or I'll break them into two and shellac them, so I got two nuts.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right, let's end this.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
good.
guess we're leaving on a low note.
No, it's not. Look, we talked about the end of our lives, and now it's
we came full circle. We talked about the apocalypse, Helpsember, and we come back full circle to death with the apocalypse.
And as is always, we leave you with that.
Yep.
So thank you for listening to the episode. Hopefully you are in a giving spirit and you can help us with Helpsember. This week I'm raising awareness for the Beagle Freedom Project, thing that is near and dear to my heart. I'll be donating a little bit of money. I don't know how much yet. Got to check the bank account, pay my rent. Whatever I've got, though, they'll get. And Little Bear,
I am going to donate my hair to Locks of Love.
All of it?
Yeah. Well, they need all of it.
Head, beard,
head,
shoulders,
beard, legs, ass.
Do they take ass hair?
They might. I'll call them personally and ask.
You should speak. I have a bag of ass hair. Will you guys take it?
They just hang up.
They block your number. They know who you are. Yeah. If you are willing to help us out, just help us raise awareness. Tweet about the project, #Helpsember, or you can find us on Twitter at DishGods and retweet our Helpsember tweet. We'll have it pinned to the top of our Twitter page.
Yes.
You can check us out at Twitter at DishGods. You can find our website at dishgodscast.com. Email us at dishgodshow.com. You can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere podcasts are sold. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for caring. I hope you're having a great holiday season. Max out.
And as always, keep it sleazy.